Tashina, and I am a homeschooling mama to 3 girls. I have a 15-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 5-year-old. In today's video, I am just going to be doing a recap of August mostly. We did start in July, like the last 2 weeks of July, so I'll kind of include that as well. But I just kind of wanted to go over some of the things that we've completed, some of the things that we've added in, what I'm kind of thinking as far as moving forward. One of the first things that I wanted to discuss was the schedule that I chose for this year. I posted a video of all the different schedules that you could choose from for your homeschool year. I chose the 6-week on, 1 week off schedule. That still gives us like a nice break for summer. But I thought that 1 week off break was going to be beneficial. And the key word there is but. So 6 weeks on, 1 week off, and actually we just had our 1 week off break, and my oldest daughter, I'll talk about a little bit more here in a minute, had her birthday, and we don't do school on birthdays if it falls during the week and it's a day that we're typically doing school. We don't do that. So how it landed, we ended up having her birthday off on a Thursday. Well, then the plan was to do school on Friday, but no one really wanted to do it. So I gave them the option that we could make that up. We'll just have to add it on to the end of the year. They were all okay with that. So we ended up having Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then the whole next week off. My thought was it would give the kids a good break, and it would give me ample time to complete certain tasks. I was not diligent in this at all. I feel like it made me less productive, and I didn't really get the things accomplished that I really wanted to accomplish. And I kind of fell back into summer mode where I was sleeping in and I didn't really want to wake up early. And of course, my older daughter, she'll sleep till 1 o'clock if you let her every day. And I did go ahead and let her have that rest. But those are some of the things that I don't like and I don't care for. And granted, this is our first week really doing that or experiencing that because we've already done it. So experiencing that, and I think that's going to be something that is not working. I do like structure, and I know that our children strive with structure, but I don't think moving forward that is a good fit. So I am probably going to change that and just kind of keep us in a routine. Also, I didn't really give much thought to this whenever I was choosing that schedule. I felt like around week 4 or 5, we are just kind of starting to get back in the groove of waking up early and getting back into, okay, at this time we're all gonna pitch in and do chores. We're all gonna wake up at this time and have breakfast. You're just now getting into that routine, and then we took a break. So I don't think that's going to be the best fit moving forward. So I'll keep you posted in another video of what I choose to do. That I incorporated, which hasn't really got enough of a flow yet. We haven't done it enough to know if it's going to work or if I need to tweak it, is this schedule, which I had seen Anna Bruce's video and her talking about her schedule and how she had gone to a convention and thought that this would work. And I thought, hey, I think that might work as well for me. Even though she doesn't have such the age gap, she was really talking about sibling time, and so I really wanted to incorporate that. Even though my daughter, like I said, just turned 15, that's something that I wanted to incorporate because it does give us like the 45-minute, gives me the 45-minute break. And whether I need to do a load of laundry, make some bread, get something ready for lunch, like anything, I have that window to do, call and make appointments, etc. Like things like that, that just kind of gives me a window to get some of that done. And plus, I think it's really beneficial for our children to have sibling time and spend one-on-one time. So this was something that I did incorporate, and so far it's worked out good. I might have to make some tweaks here and there. Let's see, yeah, 7:30, wake and get dressed. Honestly, I wasn't really doing this, and I've never really been a stickler for that before. I would just kind of let everybody sleep, watch cartoons, outside of my oldest daughter. Like there has to be like a realistic time there. But around 8:30 is when like I would kind of be like, okay, everybody has to be up by then. And usually my older daughter, she'll just get up and get right to it. She doesn't need to kind of sit and chill type of a thing, like my two younger ones do. They want to sit on the couch, wake up, watch some cartoons, drink some milk. They want that time. So I started it a little bit earlier, and I feel like it's working out okay, but I will have to report back on that once we pick back up our school again and make sure that that schedule is working, which kind of leads me into their activities. So now they have all started their activities, which for Riley and Chloe, it does not impact our school day, which is tumbling. So they do tumbling in the evening, both at the same time for right now. So that is very beneficial for me. I like the idea of signing my kids up for things, activities, but I like it even better when both of them can do something together and it's at the same time and it just works out. Less stress and less running around and having to be somewhere, because typically I just want to be at home. Not that I don't like getting out, but I don't want to have a million places to run. Bella just started her guitar, so her plan and where we're kind of going with her is she's really leaning into music. So I want to help just kind of cultivate that, and what can I do to be supportive of her if she really, this isn't something that she's let go of. This is something that has been a constant. So, okay, how can I help you grow? Because she is a sophomore this year and she could be dual enrolling really soon. So we have some options, which I'll try to talk about later in another video, maybe just particular for her in high school in general. And if you're interested in that, please leave me a comment and let me know if you have a high schooler as well. But that's something that I really want to help her in. And so she has started guitar lessons. We had bought her something that was online, but keeping her accountable, I guess, for that wasn't really working out. And she had learned some things like here and there, but pretty much she's starting from scratch. And she had even mentioned that she thinks that it would be better for her to have more of an in-person session. So that is what we are doing for her, and it's in the afternoon, which really doesn't really affect our homeschool, hasn't affected it yet, but it might. So again, I just want to kind of give it a little bit longer on the schedule. Anna Bruce had made had a template for this, and I know she has it if you go to her video, and then I just kind of tweaked it and kind of made it my own for our theme that we have. And so I had done this in Canva. I can link this specific one for you, but I recommend going over to Anna Bruce's and looking at hers, and again, you can customize it and make it your own. Some things that we finished up within that 6 weeks time period is Mary Jones and her Bible. I've talked about this in another video, but this is such a great read about a 9-year-old little girl who just had this desire and passion to own a Bible, but it was very uncommon. Pretty much just the wealthy had Bibles, and so she would go to a local farmer who had a Bible, and they would let her come and study, and she ended up walking 50 miles round trip, saving every earning that she had to purchase her own Bible. So this was such a great story and just a reminder of how privileged really we are. The other thing that I finished up was this Old Testament Faithopedia from Not Consumed. This one I did purchase from Generations. But this one is from Not Consumed. I love this. I have the New Testament one over there. We've already started it. But these are amazing resources. And like I said, I've gone over this in another video. But you literally just do a page a day. So it takes you through. For the week, you can purchase journals with that, which is what we did with our New Testament one, just so my kids have something to do. And speaking of having something to do, right behind me here, I did a video on this cart. So this is something that we added in. I wanted to make something specific for that sibling time or quiet time, that they can only use this cart during said times. So it makes things a little bit more special. They don't get to play with it that often except for that specific time, and it just keeps things more fun, I think. I had this cart which I didn't know I didn't have anything in it, because this is what I used to use our curriculum in, and now I have these bins here because we moved, so this cart wasn't being used. So it's something that I already had, and then I just added some fun things in there for sibling time, like puzzles and the sticker, paint by sticker, that type of stuff for them to do. So that was something new that we added in, and they are living. I used to have all of that stuff in drawers where you literally could not see it, and I'm a visual person, so if I can see it, then I'm going to use it. They would never use this stuff, but now that I have it out and that's something that they can pull from, they're using it. Some other fun things that we got to do in August was go to the zoo. We've kind of had some sporadic nice days here in Oklahoma. Today is one of them. It is beautiful outside. I don't even think it's 80 degrees just yet, and that's such a treat. But we did go to the zoo, and my husband actually was able to go with us, which is so rare. My husband works very hard so that I can stay home and be with the kids all day. So that was such a treat that we got to go to the zoo and just hang out as a family. And they did have a new like bugs exhibit there that we got to go through and just kind of look more at the facts. So it was something new that we haven't really seen or got to do before. And then we have met some new friends at the tumbling class. So we actually got to go, we were invited on a nature walk. And how cool was that nature walk? It was a little bit of a drive away, honestly, not that far at all. We loved it, and it was just nice. It was nice that our kids could play together and explore on this nature walk, and that the adults could have a conversation and kind of grow a friendship there. So that was really nice and a blessing as well. So another thing that happened in August was my daughter turned 15, which was so exciting for her. And if you probably saw in my thumbnail, you could see hints of the purple balloon arch That is something that I like to do for each of my girls every year. Now they kind of look forward to it. I had actually made sure that my oldest still enjoyed them because they can be a lot of work, and she said she did like that, so I want to continue that for them as long as they do enjoy that. Her favorite color, she's back to purple right now, so that was the purple balloons that I had ordered her. The last thing that I wanted to touch on, which isn't really pertained to homeschool, but it could be, is we are getting ready to start our Wednesday night service back up at church because they do take a pause during the summer. So that is getting ready to start. There are a few different classes that we could choose from on Wednesday night, and I chose the one that was going over the book of Exodus. So I started looking at different resources to kind of prepare for this, and I found a really cool one and a very inexpensive one on Amazon, and I just thought that I would share that because if you're going through a particular book in the Bible, this might be beneficial to you. So this is what I got, and it is so pretty. And then it says Exodus on there. Haven't even taken this off yet. Illuminated scripture journal. So of course I could bring my Bible, but I think it's neat that this is the Bible and has nice little scripture, but you can journal or write your notes. You have a whole entire page to do that. And again, this is the entire book of Exodus, so you have plenty of space to write notes. One, I write big. I just always have. It pains me to write really small, and my Bible can be pretty full. My Bible can be pretty full as far as like notes section, because I just have like a little section on the side, and I do like to take notes. So I thought that this was a really awesome idea. It's paperback, it is not hardback, but this was like under $5, and I just thought it was so pretty and perfect. This is an ESV. My Bible is an ESV, but that doesn't deter me away from this, so I'm okay with that. And I don't think that it does not come in another version, but I loved it just for this note page. They have the whole entire set that you can purchase. And this, I'm not going to do that yet. I'm just going to order it as I need it, but I thought what a great resource this is. So if you yourself are working through this, or maybe your adult children, teenagers, this would be a great resource if they like taking notes as well. That is going to wrap it up for today's video. I would love to hear from you on some of the things that I talked about. If you've incorporated sibling time, if you have a cart, how you do birthdays, please leave me a comment below. I do look at those and read those. So again, if you like this type of content, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Until next time. Bye.